Find out where joy resides and give it a voice far beyond singing. For to miss the joy is to miss all. Robert Louis Stevenson. Welcome back to our 20th day of meditating on our Advent topics. And we will continue again today to contemplate the concept of joy. And the hymn that I've chosen for this particular meditation is hymn 681, Our God to Whom We Turn. And I'm going to be honest, this is a rarity, but this isn't a hymn that I know. So it's kind of interesting to be able to delve into one that I have never spent much time with and to share it with you, my thoughts, and to hear back from you what your thoughts are about it. And so let's take a moment, settle into where we are, let our shoulders relax, take a couple of those deep breaths. Our God to whom we turn when weary with illusion, whose star serenely burns above this earth's confusion. Thine is the mighty plan, the steadfast order sure, in which the world began, endures, and shall endure. Thou art thyself the truth, though we who seek to find thee have tried, with thoughts uncouth, in feeble words to bind thee. It is because thou art, we're driven to the quest, till truth from falsehood part, our hearts can find no rest. All beauty speaks of thee, the mountains and the rivers, the line of lifted sea, where spreading moonlight quivers. The hymns thy people raise, the psalms and anthems strong, hint at the glorious praise of thy eternal song. The goodness comes to light. We glimpse thy plan unfolding. Where justice wins its fight, thou art the kingdom molding. The blood of friend as sign of love, for comrade split, reflects the vast design by which thy house is built. Thou hidden fount of love, of peace, of truth, of beauty, inspire us from above with joy and strength for duty. May thy fresh light arise within each clouded heart and give us open eyes to see thee as thou art. Edward Grubb was a Quaker leader who had a crisis of faith in his lifetime that still, I feel, resonates with many of us today in our time. He was born in 1854 and was very influential in the English Quaker religion and very dedicated to the ideas of passive, I can't ever say that word, pacifism. There we go. I'm not going to try it again. And social justice. He was very dedicated to those. And while preparing for his Masters of Art examination, he realized that he really couldn't reconcile the beliefs that he had grown up with science. It was so disruptive to him that in his and to his faith that he stated he couldn't see, quote, how any serious intellectual could also be religious. However, he did not walk away from his religion and continued for the rest of his life to search for a way to engage in intellectual problems and still keep his faith. In his 30s and 40s, Grubb became more and more interested in social concerns, social justice issues, as we call them today. His teaching began to lessen as he developed more and more deeply into studying things like economics. Soon after, as a result of his regular participation in meetings for worship, Grubb was officially recorded as a minister in the Religious Society of Friends. At that time, he still did not feel that he had a firm basis for his faith, but was confident that it would come to him in time. He would later play a major role in the No Conscription Fellowship, which was an organization that unified and supported conscientious objectors in Britain during World War I. The whole idea of his continuing to work toward his faith reminds me of a quote by W. Somerset Maugham. If you act as if you believe, belief will be granted to you. If you pray with doubt, but pray with sincerity, your doubt will be dispelled. If you will surrender yourself to the beauty that liturgy, the power of which over the human spirit has been proved by the experience of the ages, peace will descend upon you. From the Gospel of John, if you keep my commandments, you will abide in my love, just as I have kept my Father's commandments and abide in his love. These things I have spoken to you, that my joy may be in you, and that your joy may be full. So here's some questions to ponder. Christian duty. This was a common phrase that has fallen into disuse. Do you feel a sense of duty as a Christian? And if you do you find joy in that sense? Take a few moments and reflect on that Maugham quote. Have you ever experienced a time when you felt your beliefs or your faith were unstable? How does the idea of continuing to act in faithful ways help that? And finally, what does it mean to you to abide in the love of Jesus? This particular hymn and the life of Edward Grubb, I think, gives us a lot to contemplate. And so I will leave you to it and hopefully see you back again tomorrow when we can finish up our thoughts on the idea of joy and move on to the concept of love. And until then, take care and God bless.